Hi, and welcome to Fox in a Box, a show about where anything I can fit into a box. Today is going to be a rather special day. But first, let's see what I have in the box to start off with. What is this? It's a hat. Ha! Smells a little funny, but cool. Alright then. Let's see what we got next. Wine. Alright. Kind of reminded me of Winston Churchill a little bit. And now there's sake. Okay. I've never known Churchill to have sake, so I don't know what these things have in common now. Let's see now. Should I be worried? So lab coats. Oh. Alright. Lab coat, wine, sake, and a bowler. What possibly could these things have in common? Well, I'll tell you what they have in common. It's for my very special guest today. He's a great man who runs a wonderful convention, funny person to listen to, and a wonderful drinker. My next guest today is Uncle Kage.
Thank you very much, Fox. You're very kind, by the way.
Ah,
What do you mean that my hat smells funny?
it smells
It's
like
my best hat. I can do my Winston Churchill impersonation with it.
Oh, really?
Never before, in the field of human conflict, I have so many, owed so much to so few.
Yay! That was really good. All right then.
So what are we doing here?
Well, today, as always, I always pull something from the a box.
This
anything
box?
that, yes.
Okay.
Anything that I can find, any random items, anything that I find interesting at all, or anything people give to me. So let's go ahead and see what's in the box first, shall we?
This was in the box. Can
Yes.
we start with this?
Well, actually, let's start with this one.
We can. Oh, this is Moon on the Water. Fukochu Junmai Ginjo.
Yeah.
Yep. As the Japanese say, Guroshito.
Oh, goodness.
So we'll stick that here. It's going to make a big thunk. Love that.
Yeah.
Shall we see what else is in the box?
Sure, yes.
Okay, let's see what else we have in the box. We have this. This is amazing. This is a high-tech shaver. You can program into it the exact how you want. This is good for furries because you don't want to shave the fur off your muzzle. You can program in here exactly how to do it, and it will keep all your fur exactly the same length. Yeah, I remember these. This is an old-fashioned one. This is from like the 90s. What else do we have here? What else do we have? We have, wow. Okay, now we're getting very, very retro.
Yeah.
You know exactly what this is.
Oh, yes.
Yes, this is an old shock treatment thing. They used to use these in the asylums. They would put this like on your neck like this, and it's just like Frankenstein electrodes. You plug this in and it would deliver an electrical shock, and it was supposed to cure you of insanity. Didn't work.
Oh, silly.
Yeah.
I thought you would recognize this more than anything. Those
Oh.
are from those are old World War II headphones.
Oh, are they? Well, I suppose they could be that too, couldn't they? Yes, they could. That too is what they might be. I suppose. All right. Let's put those down.
Let's see what else you might remember from the past.
Let's see what else. A zippered case.
Oh, yes. Let's see what's in here, shall we?
All right, we shall.
Where is this? Zipper
Would you like help?
Yes, please.
I've got opposable thumbs here. I
Oh,
know
wait,
how to
I
use
got-
them.
Yay.
Yay! He's really anthro.
Let's see then. Ooh.
What is this?
Oh.
Oh my goodness!
That is a rather old calculator.
Yeah. Now this calculator, which can add, subtract, multiply, divide, and do various trigonometric functions, in the 70s would have cost about $400, which was a princely sum back then. Now, this is like the tiniest corner of your computer chip can do everything this thing can do. But just remember, we put men into space with exactly this kind of technology.
Oh, well, speaking of that kind of technology, I think there's something in there that you might recognize that you might have used before. Ah. Oops. There we go. I think you might have used this as one.
Oh my goodness! A calculating machine. This basically is an abacus, is what it is here. You can plug in the little numbers here with this little stylus. See, it's kind of go in like this here, and you punch the numbers, and it can add, subtract, multiply, and divide. This is the analog version of that electronic calculator there. Wizard. If I had to guess, I'd say this is from the early 60s. Am I correct?
Yes, you are.
That looks about right. Yep. You're missing the back plate, though.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what else we have in here. This is getting interesting.
Yeah.
There's some shitty artwork. We can get rid of that. We didn't need that there. Check it out. Yeah, yes. I am Inspector Clouseau. We can do this here. I have a gigantic eye. There, see? Fox has a gigantic eye as well. So, this is a magnifying glass, which is very, very useful for guys my age, because when you get the bottle, it's like, what is that? Oh, okay, I see there, right. Yeah. You can also use this if you're camping and you want to make pancakes that are perfectly round. You just pour the batter into this and hold it over the fire, and it'll make a nice perfectly round pancake. And when you turn it, you just kind of do a little toss like that. You have to catch it exactly, though. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Well, this is charming. Der Himmel über Berlin. This is a lovely film by Wim Wenders. It is basically the heaven over Berlin, which hopefully is... and it's got naked women on swings on the back here. What kind of movie is this?
Okay, the show is now rated PG-18, parental discretion advised.
And it stars Bruno Ganz. Do you know who Bruno Ganz is?
I don't know exactly. Who is that?
There was a wonderful film. It's actually a very good film. In English, it's called Downfall. Ooh. Now, you've seen the meme on YouTube when Hitler is freaking out, and people always say that Hitler is freaking out over these things, and they translate it, which is not the real translation. That is Bruno Ganz. So he is actually in this, chasing after naked women on swings.
I don't think I've seen that one, but I have seen Springtime for Hitler.
Oh, that's a beautiful one. That's Mel Brooks at his finest.
Yay! Yeah.
Yep. So I have no idea what kind of film this is, but it's interesting.
The American version is City of Angels.
Oh, because he's got the wings there, as you can see. Okay, let me put that over there. And since we're on a German film kick, here we've got the Metropolis souvenir book, a German film from the 1920s in Japanese, apparently. So let's see. Yes, it is entirely in Japanese. Metropolis, for those of you who are not familiar with it, is one of the... it's a poster. Let's open this up here. One of the earliest science fiction films. Fritz Lang, I believe, made this film.
Yeah.
Yep. And for its day, it was the most astonishing, technologically advanced film, just like this technologically advanced poster, which I'm having trouble unfolding. You do that there. You're a fox.
There we go.
It's upside down.
Oh, no.
There you go.
Yeah.
Metropolis. There we go. Oh, she's beautiful, isn't she? The automaton from Metropolis. If you have not seen it, I recommend it, but you have to get one, a print of it, a copy that has the proper soundtrack. It was a silent film, of course, so the gentleman would play a musical soundtrack with it. Sometime in the 80s or 90s, they re-released Metropolis, but whatever the heck kind of idiot re-released it, just had a kind of generic jazz age piano score, which had nothing to do with the action. The original score, which I was very, very fortunate to see back in the 70s, is haunting. It's terrifying. It'll make your skin crawl. It's beautiful.
Ooh.
So what else do we have in here? Speaking of making your skin crawl, this is German honey. This is Alkezin Honig mit Webenstuck. In other words, it's honey that has a bit of the honeycomb still in it, which I don't know why they do that. I think that's just kind of lazy. They're supposed to take that part out. But this is essentially bee spit.
Yeah.
If you go to the honey factory, it's a little disturbing. They have this long conveyor belt with all these little tiny bees in lab coats leaning across, going into these little containers. So that's where this comes from. So you're never going to eat honey again, are you? All right.
Oh, that's pretty good to a fox, at least.
Let's see. I thought it was bears that ate the honey.
Well, I think later today I will have a panda, at least, or a bear on the show.
Pandas are not bears.
Oh,
they're more closely related to raccoons.
Oh.
Hence the black and white. Let's see what else do we have in here. We have Orange Dream from Sprecher, and it's got the strangest looking drunken cow sucking on an orange. And what the hell is this? Where'd you get this from?
Jungle Jams.
Gourmet soda. Yeah, gourmet soda. That's a contradiction of terms right there.
I think that one over there is pretty cute, though.
No, this one, this is a companion to it, is it?
Yeah, I think that is one adorable.
I see. Sprecher strawberry. It's got a fox next to a gigantic strawberry there. That's either a very big strawberry or a very tiny fox. Hard to tell. Is this also gourmet soda?
Yeah.
Let's see what it has in it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nutrition facts. None. All right. Okay. Ingredients. Let's see. Carbonated water, glucose syrup, aka sugar, maltodextrin, strawberry. Oh, it's actually got strawberry juice concentrate. Natural flavors, as though strawberry juice concentrate was not a natural enough flavor, right? Raw honey. Bee spit, remember? Okay, what else do we have? Citric acid, sodium benzoate, that's a preservative, you know. Quinine, blah, 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 something like that. And then, you got to have your FD&C red number 40 to make it look like strawberry, right? That's where foxes get their. This is FD&C red 40 right here. That's where foxes get their color from. What else do we have?
I swear, I'm natural.
This is cute. Dessert sobe. This is chocolada, and it is ohne Kuchen. This basically is, you don't need to cook it. It's essentially chocolate sauce. You mix this with water, don't need to cook it, and you pour it over your ice cream, and it is incredibly unhealthy because it says nutrition facts back here. None. Yeah, see what I mean? Protein. Oh, 2.6 grams of protein. That's from the bugs that got into it. Okay, all right. What else do we have here? Oh, this would have, oh my goodness. Another Texas Instrument TI-1265. This was also a $400 calculator in its day. You can tell that it takes a serious ass battery. I think that's a 9-volt battery in there, isn't it? Boy, this one actually has memory, so you could plug something in and remember what it was. It's got your instructions here. Boy, this is definitely a... Oh yes, instructions, how to use a calculator, what the buttons mean. Oh, remember those days? I can remember the days when the teacher would make you turn in your calculator before you took the class. Whoops. Because now they want you to use it. They don't teach you long division anymore, you damn
Now
kids.
they're teaching kids how to do texting in classes now. I'm like, really?
No, kids do that anyway.
I mean, they have like a selfie class or anything, like for arts projects.
Bah.
I'm like, oh.
What else do we have here? What else do we have here? This is from Ruff. Yep. This is Rotsgrütze. Himbeer Geschmack. I love German. This basically is like Himbeer is raspberry. So this is basically like a raspberry kind of gush mousse. It's not really kind of jello, I guess, is what it would be. Yep. And it's got pudding pulver in it, and it's got Zinfugen hinzu, and it's got Zutaten. That's what's in it here. Lots of sugar.
Too bad it's not air beer. Otherwise, it'd be great for spaghetti ice.
Yeah. Also expires May 2016. Don't let this sit around too long.
Oh yeah.
But the cute part is it's from Ruff. Let's see. Oh, this will go along with it. This will go along with it. Oh.
Chocolada.
Yeah, chocolateria. This is basically chocolate pudding. Dr. Oetker's chocolate pudding. Oh, it must be good for you, right? Must be therapeutic.
Anything for Dr. Lucen?
Well, Dr. Lucen is therapeutic. Yeah, it is Vollmilch chocolate, basically milk chocolate pudding. Oh, it sounds good here. Nutrition facts. None. Yep. Here's instructions. You have to know how many milliliters of water to add. Okay, you're Canadians, you're all set up for it. Americans, you're kind of out of luck. Although expired July 2015.
Oh.
I no, don't. Okay, people. Oh, here's a little science for you folk. People always say, "Oh, it doesn't matter that it's expired. They just put the expiration date on because they want you to throw it away so they can sell you more." That's not true. I'm in the pharma industry. That expiration date is on there because they can no longer guarantee that it's fresh. Not only can they not guarantee that it's fresh, but after its expiration date, if I were to do a chemical trace analysis on this pudding, I might well find elements of the printing ink having migrated in to the pudding. So a lot of times they want that expiration date to be longer, but they have to put it shorter because we're starting to find ink components in the pudding.
Ugh,
So when you have when you have the stuff that's expired, get rid of it. There's a reason. Let's see, what else do we have in here?
Oh dear God, not another one.
Nobody knows what this is. This actually, if you watch Star Trek, this is a Borg cube. This is the gay Borg cube for when the gay Borg attacked the Federation. It was fabulous!
There's actually a little history on this one.
Oh,
This one comes from Germany.
Oh,
Yeah, one of my friends was overseas, and he actually bought it there when he was 7.
when he was 7.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Now he's much older now. Yeah.
Let me tell you, if you really, really, really want to dick with somebody, you give them one of these, but first, peel off this one and peel off that one and just switch them.
That's horrible.
They'll hate you forever. There's one more thing in here.
Oh, there is?
What is
Oh,
it?
that's for you.
Oh, this is for me. No shoes, no problem. No wine, problem.
Yeah.
I actually have a doormat in front of my front door that says, "Go away! Come back with wine." So this is lovely. Thank you very much.
Okay. Also,
That's all that's in the box.
yes. Well, also, I would like to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
All right. So each of my guests, I plan on asking them about the things they do and what the good things they're involved with.
Okay.
So I would like to ask you anything. Out of all your years and everything, how many charities did you help with your convention?
With Anthrocon,
Yes.
that would be this year upcoming. It will be 20.
Oh, wow, that's pretty awesome.
Yep, this is the 20th Anthrocon that's coming up in June, July of 2016.
So you would like to tell any of the viewers about your convention and everything, for those who don't know about it yet?
Oh, I suppose I could. Yes. I am the chairman of Anthrocon. We're the world's largest convention dedicated entirely to cartoon animals, such as my fox friend here.
Hi!
We are 6,000 strong and growing. Every summer we take over the downtown area, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We become a Pittsburgh institution. They just love it. So you can check us out at www.anthrocon.org. That's a plug. Thank you very much.
Also, do you have any heartwarming stories from watching congoers at your convention? Say, like, little kids experience certain things, or just random people on the street and everything just enjoying what they have been seeing from your convention.
Absolutely. So many, I couldn't know where to begin. The people of Pittsburgh absolutely adore Anthrocon, and just about anywhere there's a furry convention, people get into it. Because, let's face it, we're cute, we're fluffy. People enjoy cute and fluffy. There was something that was said by a lady who worked at a local sandwich shop, and I was in the shop and I was asking her, so, all these guys like you were walking by out there, and I said, so what do you think of this little thing we do? And she got this wonderful glow on her face, and she said, it's like a walking art show.
Ooh.
It's a beautiful description of it. And indeed, it is, because the fursuits, as we call them, the costumes, this is real, this is not a costume, but the fursuits are not really costumes, they are works of art. They are wearable artwork. Every single one is handmade, every single one is custom made. You don't buy them off the rack. There's no such thing as a fursuit store. These are artworks that are commissioned by artisans. Oh boy, there's another one I recall. I was talking to a reporter on the street outside, and she was asking the standard reporter questions, and she asked one. She said, isn't this, wrong? And I said, well, what are you talking about? She said, well, just doesn't it seem wrong that grown people would act this way? And I actually was a little taken aback by the question. I looked across the street, and there was a fursuiter, someone looked very much like this, that was walking and was going to go around the corner. And coming the other way around the corner was a businesswoman, a very elegant lady, and she was talking on her cell phone, and she had a little pantsuit, and she looked very, very busy, very frazzled, very flustered. And I said, watch this, watch what's going to happen. The fursuiter came around the corner just at the same time the lady came around, and they almost bumped into each other. And the lady stopped and burst out laughing, and I saw her tell the person on the phone she had to go, and she's talking with the fursuiter, gave him a hug, and then she had to get a picture, and she got a picture, looking at me, a picture with the fursuiter, and she was laughing, and I said to the reporter, do you see that? Watch that. That lady was probably having a really crappy day. She was busy, she was flustered, her boss maybe yelled at her, and she was worried about stuff. Now, just for a couple of seconds, she forgot all that and was happy. What's wrong with that? And she didn't have an answer.
Yay! Oh, that was really nice. Now, if I remember you telling me correctly, you had a character once in a cartoon that was something cats. I can't remember exactly what it's called.
SWAT Cats.
Yeah, SWAT Cats.
Yep. Back in the 90s, a absolutely fantastic cartoon was created by Christian and Yvonne Tremblay. And it was released through Hanna-Barbera. The concept was essentially a feline universe, a world made up entirely of anthropomorphic cats, and these two kind of rogue fighter pilots who had constructed their own flying craft and were using it to fight crime in this futuristic feline city. And I just totally fell in love with it, not only for the fact it was very clever, but the very first episode that I saw, remember this is the 90s, the very first episode that I saw had a bunch of gangster cats in a warehouse, and one of them was betraying the others. He threw a freaking grenade into the warehouse, and we see the warehouse explode, and then we see this sea of flame with this dead arm sticking up, and I said, this thing's got a body count! This is cool! Because what we had before that? He-Man and crap like that. Oh, we mustn't hurt people. This had people die! Not that I like to see people die, but it's like, finally, a story that is not geared toward frickin' 4-year-olds. And I just fell in love with it. It was funny. It was clever. It was kind of racy here and there. The kind of thing that, the parents could giggle at and they would go right over the kids' heads. Well, back then it would. So I just was enthralled. So I said, I'm going to write a fan letter to the creators. And I didn't just want to write it, gee, hey, I am a fan of your show. I was working at the time at a government laboratory.
Oh.
So the lab was getting rid of a bunch of old letterhead because apparently the government changes letterhead after and you're not allowed to use the letterhead from this year. So they're throwing it away. So I snagged a piece. I think the statute of limitations has expired now. I hope so. And I typed up a nice little, very carefully worded, well thought out, I very much enjoy your show. It is masterful, and you gentlemen are very, very, and thank you very much for giving us this, and it's great. And I signed, Dr. Samuel Conway, Government Laboratory, blah, blah, blah. And I sent it away. And about 2 months later, I got back these standing there, little SWAT Cats fan club kid. Oh, how cute. They got my letter, and I put it in a drawer. That's nice. And then a month after that, I got a fairly thick envelope in the mail, and the return address was C. Tremblay. And I said, that's interesting. And I opened it, and it was a fan letter from the Tremblay brothers to me that essentially said, holy crap, an actual scientist is watching our show! And I was, really? And they thanked me for writing, and they included some little pictures, storyboards and stuff, including a pre-production drawing of a character they had created, and it blew me away. If you watch the second season of the original SWAT Cats series, episode 1 of season 2 called Mutation City, the character of Dr. Conway shows up.
Oh.
So I was totally in love with it after that. The problem is the show only lasted 2 seasons because in those days, intelligent and clever didn't cut it. It was whether or not the toys sold. And they made some really junky toys. They could have made them really better, but they didn't, and the kids weren't buying the toys, so the advertiser said, screw it, we'll come up with, Care Bears or something goofy like that. Yeah. So, just like all of the good cartoons, this one did not last.
Yeah, I don't know if Street Sharks was a good one or not, but I believe that one didn't last very long.
Street Sharks was Okay, it wasn't as clever as SWAT Cats. I'm talking the groundbreaking ones. SWAT Cats, The Tick,
Yes.
Freakazoid, Animaniacs.
Push delete and transform.
Bingo. These were cartoons that were geared toward an adult audience in an era where the industry did not believe that adults should be watching cartoons. And that's why, I even talked to some of the guys who were behind SWAT Cats.
Oh.
One of the things that killed it was the executives were always pressuring them to dumb it down. Well, just make it this. And they said, well, no, that doesn't make sense. Well, kids won't understand. And the executives couldn't get it through their heads that we don't care that kids don't understand. There are millions of adults out there who are rushing home from work, fighting through traffic to get home in time to watch this cartoon. Yes, but it's not selling toys.
Yeah. But though that's probably why so many of the cartoons right now are doing so well, because they're more geared towards the adult audiences.
And the adults are buying the toys.
Yeah.
Yep. What I notice, I've got a lot of friends who have kids, my sisters and such. I never realized this. It must have been true throughout history. Nowadays, the adults are buying the toys ostensibly for the kids, but the adults are buying toys for the kids so the adults can play with the toys when the kids go to bed. That's what they're doing. Yep.
All right. Let's see. What else was there? What month of the year is your convention?
Well, this year it's straddling 2 months. We start on the 30th of June, and then we go to the 3rd of July.
So hopefully, for those who are watching this, they'll be able to go to it next year, which is what? www.anthercon.org.
Yes.
You can find more information about the convention there, and also information about this fine gentleman as well. They also
Hopefully not
have...
too much. Hopefully not too much.
Yeah.
The con's not about me, it's about everybody else. It's
Oh
about
yeah,
furs.
they even have very special guests. I think one year you had Stan
Sakai.
Yeah,
We had Stan Sakai. Oh boy, we had Peter Laird, the gentleman who created Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We've had voice actors. We had Jim Cummings a couple of years ago. We've had luminary artists. We've had amazing authors, including Diane Duane and Peter Morwood, who are from Ireland and drank the hotel completely out of wine before I could get to it. But they're still nice people, and I love them all to pieces. Speaking of drinking things out of it,
yeah, we can open that.
I think we
that.
should. I think we should. Yeah.
All right. Well, I believe that is all for today. I really appreciate you coming onto the show.
Why, thank you very much for
Thank you.
having me here.
All right.
May I just it's just adorable.
Anyways, thank you for all watching, and I will give links to descriptions to his convention and other things he does down in the description below. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe.
Where is it? Down there?
Yeah.
Oh, down there.
Down right here somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, I see it. Yeah. Thank
Yes.
you.
So, all right. You'll have a good day, and bye.
Bye-bye.